Und da wären wir nun beim vorletzten Detektiv-Getratsche-Part. Wir schauen uns heute das 4. Gespräch mit einem jeden Meisterdetektiv an. Ich habe mir jetzt nämlich die letzten paar Statuen geschnappt und deswegen würde ich sagen, fangen wir doch einfach mal hier direkt mit Jako an. Wir arbeiten uns so ein bisschen von links nach rechts einfach mal durch. Jedes Mal hier drin.
I guess you could say that. Chief, what made you want to become a detective?
Huh? That came out of nowhere.
I'd understand it if you had special powers like everyone else.
Der konnte ja gar nichts.
But you're not like them. So I want to know what made you decide to be a detective.
I see. Well, you could say something encouraged me, but it's not very interesting. As a kid, I was basically Watson.
Like a detective's assistant?
Back in high school, I worked as a part-timer at a small detective agency. But obviously, I never got to do any exciting stuff like investigate murders.
Na, dann ist ja langweilig.
All I did was find lost pets and cheating spouses.
So exactly what the Nocturnal Detective Agency was doing before we showed up.
Yeah, that's right. But one time, I was involved in the real deal. I took part in an investigation of a murder case.
Das hört sich spannend an.
Though I was a kid at the time, so I couldn't do much.
Als Kind.
The detective there was just some slovenly old guy. But he solved that case like Holmes would have. I sure looked up to him after that.
So that's why he strove to become a detective.
If I didn't have an admiration for detectives, or if I had never taken that part-time job at the agency, I wouldn't have become one.
Chief looks kinda sad.
Was ist passiert? Bereuen Sie es? Weckt es gute Erinnerungen? Ja, fragen wir doch einfach mal, was geschehen ist, wenn er darüber reden will. Wir wissen jetzt schon ein bisschen mehr über seine Vergangenheit.
What happened?
You mean regarding that old detective agency I worked at? No, nothing happened. After that one murder case, it was back to finding missing pets and investigating infidelity.
I see. But why did he look so sad?
Gute Frage.
Do you regret it?
You mean regret being a detective?
Yeah. You looked real sad all of a sudden.
Well, I had to deal with a bunch of troublesome stuff after I became a detective. There have been times I wished I'd never taken this path. But there's also happiness I never would have experienced had I not become one. A lot of people I never would have met, too.
Aber ich glaube, das gilt so irgendwie für jeden Job, dass es mal so Dinge gibt, die man jetzt nicht so mag, oder?
Like you guys, for example.
Chief.
Vielleicht beim Detektiv ein bisschen krasser als beim Friseur oder so.
I know. Let's go out and eat sometime. You know, talking about the past sure made me want a drink. You should join me.
Does that mean you're buying?
You better hurry up and get ready before I leave you behind.
Why did you ignore my question? Well, after losing my memories, I'm glad it was everyone here I ended up meeting. Wait, the chief said he doesn't regret being a detective, but why did he look so sad? Maybe I misinterpreted.
Master, you and Yako seem to have grown even closer together.
Das war's wohl schon hier. Wir haben ja noch ein finales Gespräch mit ihm, was wir dann im nächsten Part machen werden. Da werden wir es möglicherweise herausfinden. Ich meine, wir wissen natürlich jetzt schon etwas mehr über ihn, ne? Aber weiß ich jetzt nicht, ob er das damit eigentlich meinte. So, nächstes Gespräch mit Halara. Und wieder hier, okay.
You haven't told anyone about that thing, have you?
Von den Katzen?
Huh? What thing?
My adoration for cats. And my cat allergies.
I haven't told anyone. We made a promise.
You better be telling the truth.
It is true. Alara, you should trust me more.
Ihr ganzes Leben wäre ruiniert, wenn das rauskommt, oder was?
You know I don't trust humans.
You have said that before. Why are you so mistrusting? There's no way you being a detective fully explains it.
That's none of your concern.
But I'd like to know if there's a reason why.
I'm not telling.
Alara is so stubborn. But I still have a card I can play.
Okay, wollen wir sie erpressen, oder was? Mit Kochen drohen! Mit roher Gewalt? Ja, das hier wird ja sowieso nicht klappen. Machen wir das.
But you don't want me to tell anyone about the cat thing, right?
Is that a threat?
Sie kann uns aber leicht zerstören, du. Du kannst nicht gegen sie gewinnen.
I'm joking. I want to know as much as I can about my coworkers here at the agency. But I'm not going to force you to say something if you don't want to.
Fine.
Weil das war einfach.
As long as you continue keeping quiet about the cats, I will tell you.
Are you sure?
It's nothing interesting, mind you. When I was young, I didn't suspect others like I do today. You could say I was pure and innocent. I never doubted what people told me. Whenever someone lied, I thought they had no other choice. I truly believed that.
A pure and innocent Alara? I can't even begin to imagine it.
Something made me change during middle school. My parents were caught in a scam. It was a common investment scam where they thought they were investing in stocks.
Aha.
Fortunately, it didn't bring total financial ruin to our family.
Kryptoscam.
However, this led to my father becoming utterly depressed, and his relationship with my mother suffered, which resulted in a so-called broken home.
I see.
Are you disappointed by this boring story?
Nein, mega interessant.
No, it's not that.
Well, the event itself isn't important. What matters is the culprit.
The culprit? Was the culprit a relative?
No, that's not it. The culprit who scammed my parents was my best friend.
Ihr bester Freund.
What? But didn't you say this happened when you were in middle school?
That's correct. In that sense, my friend was a precocious con artist. My so-called friend used clever ploys to extract information from me, then used it to scam my parents.
In dem Alter? Oder habe ich hier was falsch
And
verstanden?
I was the one who destroyed our family. It was my fault.
Naja, so funktioniert das nicht, du.
I don't think that's the case, Alara.
Ja.
No. It was the direct result of my overly optimistic outlook on life. Once it was all over, I made my decision. People will always betray other people. Humans are not to be trusted. I chose to never believe in another person again.
So that's Alara's origin story.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it'd be this serious. I shouldn't have threatened you like that, even jokingly.
Don't look at me like that. It may be a bitter memory, but learning what I value as a detective at such an early age was for my own good. We can't expect innate goodness from those we interact with daily. That is simply impossible. Because of that experience, I'm unfazed when I see one person betraying another.
Alara, is shrugging it off like some joke.
Das ist ja fast schon irgendwie traurig, du, dass man dann eine solche Lebenseinstellung hat.
That profile, that face seems to feel nothing. But I think there's melancholy and sorrow in that expression.
Master, you and Alara seem to have grown even closer.
Oh, okay, das war's. Ich musste doch dieses Mal gar nichts auswählen, oder? Oder habe ich das schon wieder vergessen irgendwie? Okay. Ach doch, ja, mit der Katze, natürlich. Das hatte ich gerade schon wieder so ein bisschen ausgeblendet. Na gut, dann das 4. Gespräch mit Desuhiko. Ach, hier in dem Sun and Moon Hotel.
Boy, I'm stuffed. Yeah, me too.
Well, now that we ate our fill, how about we have a little chat, man to man?
Worüber will er reden?
Huh? You wanna talk?
When two guys eat together, they have a man-to-man talk.
Okay.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, that's just how it is. Keep it in mind. How are things going between you and Kurumi?
There's nothing between us. We're not like that, and I don't have any feelings of the sort to begin with.
Ja, ja.
Even if I did, it's not like Kurumi feels the same way for me.
Ja, ja,
Oh, come on, man. You're not being honest with yourself.
Also, dass Yuma sie nicht liebt, okay. Aber dass sie Yuma nicht liebt, ich weiß nicht, Leute.
Master, you're better off just the way you are. You have me, after all.
What about you, Desuhiko? Do you have somebody in your life?
Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I do. I've got tons of girls hitting on me.
Ist das so?
Really?
Yeah. There's the girl at the shop near the station. She purposely touches my hand whenever she hands me change.
Alles klar.
And whenever the cashier lady looks at me, I can see the lust in her eyes.
Hört sich wie eine Fantasiegeschichte an.
Oh, yeah. There's also that schoolgirl who blushes at the sight of me.
Jeez, he is so full of himself.
Man, I have so many options. I don't know who to choose.
You say that, but what type of girl do you like anyway?
Alle. Alle.
My type?
Judging from what you've told me, the ages of these women seem to be all over the place. It almost sounds like you don't care who they are as long as they're women.
Ja, eben.
Well, it's not like it can be just anybody. But I have no strong preference when it comes to body type, nationality, or personality.
Also einfach irgendjemand.
So basically, he's saying it could be anyone.
Ja.
But there are women I'm no good with.
Like who?
Ladies with heavy northern accents.
That's oddly specific. Did you have a bad experience in the past?
It was during my first mission for the WDL.
Ah, jetzt bin ich gespannt.
Someone couldn't make it last second, so I was called in to provide security for a certain woman. And she was very, very sexy.
Huh?
She was stunningly beautiful and constantly hit on me. But
Ist das eine weitere Fantasiegeschichte?
He suddenly went quiet. She was so sexy, but what? What could it be?
Bei dem weiß ich auch nicht so ganz. Sie war in Wirklichkeit ein Mann? Er konnte nichts tun, was soll das überhaupt heißen? Ja, da muss ja das hier der Twist sein, oder? Weil, wenn man bedenkt, wer er ist, ne, dann... Okay, guck, machen wir das.
Was she actually a man?
it wasn't like I checked, but that's not it.
Oh.
That wouldn't be a deal breaker for me anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not. Okay then. Was it because you couldn't do anything?
Ich wusste nicht, was das überhaupt bedeuten soll. Er konnte nichts tun.
Yeah, she was super sexy and super beautiful. She was coming on to me, but I couldn't do anything.
Aber warum?
I was so nervous I completely froze up. A mistake of youth, but one I'll never make again.
Ach so, das meinte er damit.
That whole experience was pretty traumatic for me, so now I'm no good with women who have a northern accent.
I see.
This goes without saying, but you better not tell anyone.
Right. I won't tell anyone if you don't want me to. But is it really that embarrassing?
Dann können wir ihn auch erpressen, wie Halara.
To be honest, I was kinda underwhelmed by it.
Huh? Nothing is more embarrassing than that! What kind of store doesn't take that opportunity? Ugh! If I could go back in time, I'd perform an aerial double slap combo on my past self!
Okay. But why did you tell me something so important?
Because you're my man. That means I don't hide secrets from you. It's a rule of mine.
Master, he's like a puppy eager to please.
Gotcha. I promise I won't tell anyone.
Alles klar.
Then it's a promise, my man.
Ein Versprechen.
I don't think there's anything embarrassing about Desuhiko's story.
Ja, irgendwie nicht, ne?
But I'm happy he shared something about himself that he's ashamed of.
Ja, das war's.
Master
Scheinbar, ja.
and Desuhiko seem to have grown even closer.
Ja, war jetzt nicht so die Hammergeschichte, um ehrlich zu sein. Aber danke, dass er sich mit uns geteilt hat. Okay, dann machen wir jetzt hier weiter mit Fubuki. Das könnte vielleicht etwas interessanter werden. Und wieder hier.
Hey Fubuki, there's something I've always wanted to ask you.
Also manchmal gibt es so ein paar Szenenwechsel, aber die sind relativ selten. Das meiste ist wirklich hier in dem U-Boot.
Yes, what is it? I would tell you anything, Yuma. Even the password to my bank account.
Ja, sag an.
No, I don't need your password. It's nothing like that. I'd like to know more about the Clockford family. You've mentioned them before, but I still don't quite get it.
I see. So you wish to learn more about my family.
Ihre superreiche Familie.
I do not mind. I will tell you everything I know. But first, how much do you already know about them?
Nicht wirklich viel.
What I know about your family is...
Oh, ja, war es nicht das hier, dass sie irgendwie den Zeitstandard der Welt verwalten? Also das hier wird es ja wohl nicht sein. Verwalten die offizielle Geschichte der gesamten Welt? Nee, also ist das hier.
They're in charge of keeping the world's standard for time.
Yes, that is a correct assessment.
What does that entail anyway? I can barely comprehend something on such a scale.
How should I explain it? For example, it is exactly like deciding to call an apple. Does that make it easier to understand?
Ja, tatsächlich. Ich verstehe das. Ich verstehe voll, was sie damit meint. Sie... Ja gut, ich meine... Sie entscheiden halt, wie Zeit funktioniert. Ist doch jetzt nicht so schwer.
No, now I'm even more confused.
Also ich verstehe es.
Oh, really? Let me try to explain it another way then.
Glaube ich.
To manage the world's standard of time means...
Ja?
We manage what year, what month, what day, what minute, and what second it currently is on Earth.
Ja, eben.
As an extreme example, so long as the Clockwork family dictates it, we could move the date 10 years ahead or back.
Okay.
That's quite a powerful privilege to have.
Indeed. It means we could make everyone in the world grow older or younger. Although they are just numbers on paper.
That's incredible. I can barely follow along. Wouldn't it be possible to mess up the whole world by abusing such power?
Ja, an sich wäre das natürlich schon möglich, ne? Aber da wird doch nicht jeder mitmachen, oder?
Indeed. We could tear it apart, chew it up, and spit it right out. But the Clockford family would not do such a thing. We protect the world's time to ensure that never happens.
Protecting the world's time. Sounds like a daunting challenge.
Yes, it is indeed a heavy responsibility for my family, if I do say so myself. Even 100 elephants would be considered lighter.
Aber es gibt ja auch Zeitzonen und so, ne? Gibt's die hier in dem Spiel vielleicht gar nicht? Oder werden die auch von denen verwaltet?
Your family is tasked with such an important responsibility. I'm surprised they let their daughter join the WDO. Even if it's to help you learn more about society, it's far too dangerous.
Yes, you are right about that. Although I have not been told officially, my parents do consider me the next head of the family. Permitting the successor to join the WDO would certainly be nothing short of insanity.
Oh, so you think so too?
I do. But alas, I had no choice. You know how I can be a bit of an airhead at times?
Nicht nur manchmal.
She's an airhead all the time.
Ja.
Yeah, maybe from time to time.
They said they could not entrust the world's time to a daughter who is so ignorant. They would rather send me to the outside world to survive on my own than keep me blind to reality.
Ja, aber sie haben sie ja so erzogen, ne?
Which is why my parents made the difficult decision of enrolling me in the WDO.
Ich meine, die Eltern waren ja dafür verantwortlich, dass sie überhaupt so geworden ist.
Wow.
It was to be expected. The continuation of the Clockford family is more important to the world than my own life.
She said it so casually. I'm sure Fubuki has experienced so much as the daughter of the Clockford family. She must have been exposed to many things regular people couldn't even imagine.
Das auf jeden Fall.
Still, my mother and father were right.
What?
I learned numerous things about society after joining the WDO. I have already grown far past who I once was. Compared to who I was before I joined, I am a completely new person now.
It terrifies me to think she was even more airheaded than she is now.
Naja,
Master,
wie unhöflich.
even closer.
Yuma, was ist da los? Aber so ein Erbe anzutreten ist schon ziemlich krass. Du hast ja gar keine richtige Entscheidung darüber, ne? Das wird einfach so gesagt, dass du das machen musst und dann ist es halt einfach so. Naja, was aber auch so ist, dass wir das Ganze jetzt hier mit dem Gespräch mit Vivia beenden werden. Also schauen wir uns mal sein 4. Gespräch hier an. Ja, wieder das U-Boot. Bei ihm aber auch wirklich nicht verwunderlich. Der hat ja nie Bock, irgendwo hinzugehen. Was ist los?
What are you reading?
Why do you ask?
It's rare to hear you laugh, so I was wondering what the book was about.
I see. So you wish to learn about the book. You won't know by the title alone, but the genre is fantastique.
Okay.
Fantastique?
It's not a major genre, so there's no need to be ashamed if you haven't heard of it. The definition of fantastique is up for debate, but the ones I prefer to read are the ones with ghosts and demons, stories of mythic worlds that cannot exist within our grasp of the laws of nature.
That doesn't sound interesting at all.
I guess it's kinda like how people who obsess over music end up listening to stuff regular people can't comprehend.
Well, I can lend it to you if you're interested.
Ja, naja. Bin jetzt eher nicht so interessiert. Oh. Ja, was soll denn jetzt hier überhaupt die richtige Antwortmöglichkeit sein? Wie soll man das denn... Also, verzichten wir einfach mal, okay? Komm.
I'm sorry. I think I'll pass.
No need to feel bad about it. I figured the odds of you saying no were 99%. Besides, this book isn't widely read in the first place.
Still, that surprises me.
What does? Me reading the Fantastique?
Well, it's more like I didn't expect a detective to be reading stuff like that.
Was soll das denn heißen? Weil das so gegen die Wissenschaft geht oder was? Wegen dem Übernatürlichen oder so?
How do I put this? I thought detectives would read more logical stuff. Doesn't it feel weird to read something that's not realistic?
Reading just makes me feel sick, period.
Wobei man natürlich dazu sagen muss, es gibt ja hier in dem Spiel auch Geister, ne? Wir haben ja hier Shinigami immer an unserer Seite gehabt.
No. I actually prefer stories where logic can't be used to explain it away.
I see.
Sehe ich ganz anders, um ehrlich zu
You
sein.
think that illogical stories feel strange? Perhaps you believe all mysteries must be solved.
All mysteries must be solved. I never really thought about it, but maybe you're right. You don't feel the same way, Vivia?
I believe some mysteries should never be solved. For example, UFOs and other supernatural phenomena. Many people harbor their dreams and fantasies in those mysteries, so shattering them is simply cruel.
So ganz Unrecht hat er da nicht.
Besides,
Ich kann ihn da schon verstehen.
Besides...
Manchmal ist die Illusion vielleicht auch viel schöner als die Realität, oder?
memories from our childhood are not all beautiful. However, there is no doubt they are innocent. If there is a river of time, its water is horribly murky.
There he goes again. I'm sure it's something he doesn't want to talk about. But why would he think that way if he believes not all mysteries should be solved? Maybe that's where his secret lies.
Master, you and Vivia seem to have grown even closer.
Das war doch durchaus interessant, wie ich finde.